Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Today, we will discuss a topic which is a reality that we ignore while enjoying the pleasures of this life, which is death. Allah, the Exalted, created us to abide by His commands and worship none other than Him. He created us from dust, and to that we all will return. One of the many questions that surround us is what happens after death. When a person dies, is it really their end? Those who believe in Allah and His signs know that death is not the end, but the beginning of a journey leading to a destination that is eternal, whether it is hell or heaven. Once a person is about to die, he sees the angel of death, Azrael, may Allah be pleased with him. To the righteous, the angel appears to be beautiful, but horrifying and frightening to the others. The souls of righteous leave the bodies with ease, like that of a water droplet flowing from a bag. The angel of death says to them, "O pure soul, come out to the forgiveness and pleasure of Allah." The soul, after coming out of the body, is bathed in musk and taken up by angels to the level of heaven, based on the soul's righteousness. Then Allah, the Almighty, commands them to record the deeds of the soul and return it to its respective grave. For a disbeliever, the soul is taken by force. Allah, the Almighty, says, "And if you could but see when the wrongdoers are in the devastating pangs of death, while the angels extend their hands, saying, 'Discharge your souls. Today, you will be awarded the punishment of extreme humiliation.'" When a body is lowered into a grave, the grave squeezes itself, which is experienced by both righteous and disbelievers. To the righteous, the squeeze is a welcoming hug, but for the disbeliever, the squeeze is so intense that both of his ribs are brought together and every bone in his body crushed from the impact. In the grave, two angels called Munkar and Nakir sit up the body and ask three questions. Who is your Lord? Who is your prophet? What is your religion? The answers to these questions do not come from the tongue, but from the heart itself. For a believer and a righteous person, the answers come easily, and the grave becomes a place of comfort, light, and spaciousness. Once the righteous have answered all three questions, a portal opens in front of them with blazing fire of Jahannam. The angels say, "This would have been your destiny if you were a disbeliever." The portal then closes, and the grave enlarges itself that brings him comfort. The soul then enters in a state of Barzakh or purgatory, which is an intermediate state between earth and heaven, and resides in the grave, comfortably, eagerly waiting for the day of judgment when it will be blessed with paradise. In contrast, for a disbeliever or one who led a life of sin, the answers are filled with uncertainty and fear. He is unable to answer the questions, and his grave transforms into a place of torment and darkness. The disbeliever is badly beaten whenever he is unable to answer a question. And once he has failed to answer all three questions, the angels open a portal, showing Jannah in front of him, and say, "This would have been your destiny if you had believed in Allah," and close the portal. The Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, said, "When a disbeliever will be laid into his grave and asked about why he didn't believe in Allah, he will say to the angels, 'I do not know, but I used to say what the people used to say.' It will be said to him, 'Neither did you know, nor did you take the guidance by reciting the Quran.' Then he will be hit with an iron hammer between his two ears, and he will cry, and that cry will be heard by whatever approaches him except human beings and jinns. The trials of grave are so severe that Uthman bin Affan, may Allah be pleased with him, cried until his beard got wet while standing by a grave. When asked, he said, "The Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, "The grave is the first of the stages of the hereafter. Whoever is saved from it, whatever comes afterwards will be easier for him. But if he is not saved from it, what comes afterwards will be worse for him." If you like this video, please like it and share it with others as well. May Allah save us all from the punishment of the grave and bless us with paradise. Ameen.